We are on a topic inyan of zerizut. You ever hear of that mitzvah zerizut? Zerizin makdimin lemizvot. You ever hear of such a thing like that? Part of serving Hashem is you have to be a zariz. You got to move. You can't be, and they say in Arabic, a labha. You ever hear of labha? Mike, you know what a labha is? It says down. Or in English, a couch potato. You see that guy, he's sitting on the couch, whatever he's doing over there, having his chips, the whole bag. Doesn't even put it in the thing. Like, he put the whole bag like that. He gets and he has the big gulp, the thing. Hey, just chilling. No. In life, you gotta be a what? Proactive. You gotta have the zerizut. Midah gdolah torah u'mitzvot. It's a very, very big inyan for Torah and the mitzvot. That is the trait of the tzadikim. The trait of tzadikim, they're always moving it. Next. They don't stop at a certain thing. You ever see tzaddik? He's never ending. He's never finished. He doesn't say, okay, now it's enough. No. We know the famous thing when Yaakov Avinu, it says V'yesh v'Yaakov, right? He wanted to be kesh l'shem v'shalva. He wanted to be tranquil. He wanted to sit and just relax and just chill and this, everything like that, right? For a moment. Hashem says, oh, it's not enough. The tzaddikim have olam haba. They want olam hazeh too? You understand what's going on over here? Hashem says, the problem is we don't understand the pleasure of Gan Eden. That's the problem. That's the big issue over here. Because if you would understand the reward, I'll give you an example. I was with my kids yesterday. I have one kid, she's young, and it's hard for her, to do a certain amount of tehillim. I wanted to do 30 perakim of tehillim. Alright? My aspiration. Alright? That's what I wanted to. She said, no, I can't do it, it's too hard, Okay. I said, in my mind, when the price is right, everything goes. When the price is right, everything goes. And she was saying, I was like, so what do you want? She said, what do you mean that? Yeah, what do you want? I'm sure you want like a toy or something, and there's that. Oh, I'd love to have this item. I look how much it is. It's like $200. You know what I'm saying? Like for a kid, $200. Like it's like a toy. Like it's like a car. Imagine I tell you right now, you do this, you're gonna get a car. To the kid, it's like a car. So imagine I say, you do this, you do so I say, you know what? You do 30 perakim, I'll give you a toy. All right, Dad. I thought she couldn't do it. I thought she couldn't do it. The answer is, when the price is right, is right. Motivation. I'm not even joking, by the way. She did it. It took her extra little time, but she ended up finishing all 30 perakim of tehillim. She did it. I'm saying, it's the same thing with us. If I were to tell you right now, sit and learn a page of Gemara. With me, I'll learn with you a whole page of Gemara. You have excuses. I have this, I have to go to work, and I have this. But if I would tell you that I'm going to give you right now, choose any card that you want. If you learn that page with me, and you know it well, you will know that page well. If I tell you right now, pick any house, whatever you want. Pool, whatever you want. Pool, you have everything, the whole 9 yards, with a pool, with a tennis court, with a basketball court, with a golf range, whatever you want. Batting cage you have in the back too, whatever you want. You have an ice cream machine in the house, you have a soda machine in the house, you have whatever you want in the house. Yeah, you have everything. You have a shul of the you have everything. Right? Would you do it? You would do it. It matters that the price is right. Why am I telling you that? Because it's brought down a person should always weigh the reward for a mitzvah against the loss of it. For example, I'll give you a true example that happened to me. Last night, I wasn't here. I was in Jersey and I was in New York, and my was debating, should I sleep there, should I not sleep there? I said, if I sleep there, I'm going to miss out shiur in the morning. I could get a substitute, but it's not the same. I'll never get that sipuk, that Schar. Put a substitute, you don't get that. So I said, I'm going to come back. I stopped everything. I came back, and I said, I waited out. Wait. What's the point of staying? What I lose? I lose so much reward. The problem is nobody realizes what they're losing when they are losing out on a mitzvah. Because if you would be the most zariz. You'd be flipping out, you like a machine, because it's the truth. I one time asked my Rebbe, I said, how did the Havetz Hayim become the Havetz Hayim? I always wanted to know this question. Somebody asked me, in the last 100 years, if you meet one rabbi, which rabbi would you meet in the last 100 years? Which rabbi would you want to meet? One-on-one, sit down, hour talk. Comes back, comes sits with you, Chavo, have a cup of coffee, you're going to go speak to him, everyone you want. Which rabbi would you pick? This is what somebody asked me on Shabbat. In the last 100 years. It's not the last 100 years. No, 100 years. We say 100 years. Vasali, I personally picked the Havetz Hayim. So I want to know how the Havetz Hayim became the Havetz Hayim. How did he become the Havetz Hayim? I don't understand how. Do you realize that every single Jew, Orthodox Jew, I would say, every single shul in the world has his sefarim. The number one picture. Everybody knows Havetz Hayim. He is a talking. Everybody knows him. How did he do that? He came into the world. You realize what he did? He came into the world, dropped his name Havetz Hayim, boom, and left the world. Boom. Havetz Hayim, put a stamp. Havetz Hayim was here. Boom. Done. Chalas. Yisrael Meir Kagan. But I'm saying he put his name down and he left. Do you realize Shminat HaLashon? All the Lashon Hara. He has a zchut. All the halachot Mishnah Berurah, he has a zchut. Saying the Sfarim that he put out is wild. He built the yeshiva, he built students, he built everything. And you see how you read up on him, you read his biography, you read about him. They have a book about him, and it's the blue one. It's like the blue, light blue. It's like a big one. It's like a fat one. Sometimes they have 2 volumes, one big volume. You should go through it. It's a fantastic. There's a story about them. One time he wanted to become a rabbi of a shul, and he gave the shul 3 conditions. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, I'll be the rabbi. But if these 3 conditions, so he started being the rabbi, what happens? The first week or 2 weeks, he had to deal with something. The week after, he says, I resign. You know what kind of guts it is? Everybody's saying, oh, he's the rabbi. The next week he resigns. Says, listen, I told you guys. He told the guy, he got up, I told you. These are my 3 conditions. It didn't happen after the go. Sorry. You know what's going on? It's a wild thing that Havetz Hayim did. So one Rebbe told me, he said, because when we realize Gan Eden, Olam Haba, the reward of it, everything like that, it's nice. I don't know if it's physically there in your face. When it came to Havetz Hayim, it was physically right there. He felt like when you walk out of the door, he felt that, let's say for example, right now you feel you're sitting on a chair. He felt the reward of Gan Eden even in this world before he even got there. So therefore he understood, I got to hustle, I got to do more mitzvot. You understand what I'm saying over here? Because you have to understand that that's the key of becoming the zariz, by the way. The key is to realize what's the gain of it. The gain is tremendous. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. If I would tell you, you sit down, you learn an hour, you're going to get this, you're going to get that, you'll be zariz too as well. You'll never stop. All right, boys, we'll stop here.